So under the deck, interesting, is about a truce. It's about agreeing to disagree. Kind of what I was just saying. So an underlying theme of this month is going to be sort of, a lot of the cards at very basic meaning are about acceptance, trying to get you to accepting things and kind of going with the flow more and turning within instead of looking without. She does have a blindfold on. So she is turning within and going, you know what? This isn't worth it. We don't see eye to eye. This is how it is. And then I need to make some decisions, understanding that things are not going to change to my point of view necessarily. And can you deal with that? Can you live with that or not? I mean, that's the choice you need to make here. So that's actually a really good underlying theme. So I'm doing a freestyle spread today. And I'm just going to sort of take 3 cards at a time. They don't have any categories or meaning. So these cards came out, Ace of Cups and this one. Oh, and the 3 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles. I am going to read them in threes and then sort of put them all together because it would just be more manageable for me. So aces are new beginnings in the suit that they're in. Cups are emotions. How we feel about things, right? So you're going to have a new start in how you feel about something. So far in this row, it's about work, home, health, family, sort of more mundane things, but also spirituality and sort of how do you combine your spiritual needs with the material world and what we need to do to live, sustain ourselves. 7 of Pentacles, so Pentacle cards. So this card's about hard work. So sometimes I have trouble distinguishing from the 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. Like, what's the difference? Because they both talk about sort of artistry and hard work. I think what's interesting in this deck, at least, she's painting, right? But there are people watching and admiring. So this is more work for profit, like things you do to make money. It can be, and look at this card. She's a beautiful artist. So it can be about artistry. I do like to think, even if, I think, how is my job? My job is very administration oriented, and, I do have patient contact. I work at a cancer center, and I'm a research coordinator. But it's a lot of, rules and administrative tasks. And I think, how is that creative? But I guess you have to sort of think in some ways like I'm even being efficient or, being good at your job, even if it's not like technically an art, it's not, you don't think of it as creative. We do bring our creative minds to our jobs, and it just doesn't look like it's creative because it's not very exciting. It's not art, but don't sell ourselves short. So you guys have, you're working hard at something, and it's something that other people give feedback and admire. And that's hard because it's hard to open yourself up to criticism. And the 7 of Pentacles says, I get the feeling you're still not where you want to be because you're at the 3, and it's a lot of hard work. And the 7 of Pentacles reminds us that there is a cycle to things, and no amount of, and it's out of your control to make it happen faster. There's just a process that you need to go through. So it cautions, it just says to have some patience and focus on other things. You know, nurture your project. Just keep nurturing it, but don't try not to let it get you upset or get impatient or sort of try to force things, because that's just not the way how this is going to play out. So the second row, we have the Ten of Cups. Lovely. The Emperor. Ooh, powerful, exciting man. And the Five of Cups. Whoa. Huh. I almost want to. Well, I'll go through and explain the cards. I almost want to see what these are, because I need to kind of see where this is going more. So the Ten of Cups is the happy family card. It's about emotional joy and fulfillment. You know, the one caution I like to say with this card is remember that no one's perfect, and a family's made up of people, imperfection, you know, of imperfect people. And so the perfect happy family card, it's a bit of a fantasy. Look, it's like a rainbow, you know, it's lovely, but it's not tangible, it's not concrete, it's not, you just don't have it, and it will never be perfect. It's always a work in progress, which mirrors back to the Seven of Pentacles. It's, you need to just keep nurturing it, but you can't force things to happen. You just can't force to have this perfect family, because it actually doesn't exist. So just not very few of us are going to live in a castle and stuff. So you have to adjust it so you don't have unrealistic expectations. That's what I'm trying to say. The Emperor, so he embodies all of the kings. He's an amazing leader. You know, if you think of where the king's leadership qualities are, so the King of Wands is an amazing leader because he can keep people fired up and enthusiastic about things long after the initial excitement has worn off. The King of Cups is very supportive, and you just have a very nice feel in the office. The King of Swords, you will respect him. You don't want to ever go to him crying about anything, but he's very fair, and so you have an enormous amount of respect for him because of that. And the King of Pentacles is this amazing long-term planner who provides a strong foundation and usually accumulates. He's just very stable and grounded. And so this Emperor, I think because we have so few, like, no one's perfect, and I think we do sometimes put our leaders on an unattainable expectations. Here we go back to managing expectations, huh? But he's going to be fair and comforting and keep people enthusiastic and all that stuff, but very grounded. So this guy is at the center of the reading. So then we have the Five of Cups. So there is something that we're going to feel an emotional loss about, and we're kind of pining away over something. We kind of feel like we got cut out, and maybe it's by this Emperor guy. But we have to be careful. Everyone has to sort of, when we're hurt, sort of lick our wounds. But this cautions you that you may be sort of obsessing and pining away over something or someone you can't have. And you really need to ask yourself if that makes sense. Or, if something's just changed and gone, it might be time to move on and just sort of, accept it, agree to disagree that, it wasn't going to couldn't work it out. So we have the Knight of Wands, the honeymoon period card. Very exciting energy coming in. The Three of Cups. And Temperance. Balance. So I almost feel like something's going to change, and your initial reaction is going to be one of loss and sort of emotional worry and but this change is actually going to bring in something that really stirs your passion or your enthusiasm. You're going to be excited about it. It's going to bring some spark back into your life, and you may be working with a new or hanging out with new people, and it's going to be a very supportive atmosphere. You're going to thrive. My bracelet is caught on my shirt. Give me a second. Okay, I'm completely... I'm sorry, guys. I'm like... Oh, okay, I'm free. There's this little catch on my bracelet and it got stuck on my shirt. I see maybe some job changes. I see a leader in your life favorably assisting you. Although when it initially happens, you may be a little... Just because it's change, I think you're going to have to, you're going to have a little bit of, you're going to feel like it's a loss. And I think you have to kind of still your mind and just say, you know what, that's not how I would have done it or how I would have handled it. But you know what, you're probably reached, somewhat the same end goal. So you kind of have to just say, okay, I probably wouldn't have gone about it that way, or that's not how I would have thought about it. But okay, here we are. It's sort of where I thought we should be anyway. So let's move on and not focus on that it didn't happen exactly the way you want. And it's going to bring a lot of balance into your life. So I definitely see for some people it's a job. But for some people, I also think that this man, I'm seeing this theme of sort of work and romance kind of maybe overlapping. I had it in, one other reading. I've only done 3. This is the 3rd one I've done, but. So you need to consider that, and whether that's a smart choice for you or not. This is a really nice reading. There's something, we're going to be feeling very emotionally, or you are, because I'm not a Capricorn, but feeling something, we're going to be passionate about something. We're going to get kind of fired up here in August. So enjoy that. Don't let it get you too out of balance. And I think you're going to finish off the month in like a pretty emotionally exciting place. So enjoy your August, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.